petabytes of
become the medium
information,
for you to
downloads it
connect
into
with
the
him.
rishis, same thing is
And
going to
it is
happen to
that
you now.
complete completion
Just
space.
sit, close their
In
eyes.
that oneness
You don't
space,
need any kind of
let's chant the
special
Mahavakya.
sadhana that you need to do,
Om
nothing. Just
Nithyananda
sit.
Paramashivoham.
You're suddenly going to see the information starting to,
Om
like it will be a revelation inside of you
Nithyananda
now. Actually, Swamiji
Explains
Paramashivoham.
Sarvajnatva means your ability to access or know anything
Om
you want. There's a very beautiful incident
Nithyananda
from the life of Adi Shankaracharya that Swamiji
Paramashivoham.
explains to share about Sarvajnatva. So once, like Adi Shankaracharya was getting coronated, like in the Sarvajna Peetam. So when he was going to take his seat as Sarvajna Peeta, then one cobbler comes and asks him, if you're a real, are you a real Sarvajna Peeta? Sarvajna, like means you know everything. Adi Shankaracharya just smiles and the cobbler says, if you're a real Sarvajna, then you should even know how to mend shoes, how to cobble shoes, right? So can you cobble a shoe and show? Then I will accept you're a real Sarvajna. And without a single moment of hesitation, Adi Shankaracharya immediately goes. He takes the basic material, those days, whatever was there. He takes all this cobbling materials from the cobbler and he immediately just downloads that information and he does it. Many of us might have questions like, oh, if this power is it, that means you're supposed to know everything right now. Swamiji beautifully explains Sarvajnatva is you having the possibility to know anything you want at that moment itself. It is not that Adi Shankaracharya would have known it before or not known it. That is not the thing. But at that moment when he needed it, he could download that science and access it. That is the definition of Sarvajna. When you are a Sarvajna, all knower, you can download any information that you want and you will be able to access that.
Ready to play with this power? Shall we all enter into the power manifestation? It's the same thing you're in. You don't talk, you're just directly going to manifest it as a power. Ready? Good. And here's now going to be connecting with Swamiji. Just remember today's session. It will just, you'll be reverberating in that same space. We're going to show you some questions and 3 minutes. You're going to see whatever revelation, it will be like a revelation. You'll actually get like a download of information. Whatever you're getting, don't judge it to be logic. No, it's just going to be typing and putting. All right? Don't judge it. Whatever is coming, you're going to actually see the revelations now. Ready? Just sit, chant the Mahavakya. Mahavakya you can chant, do not talk to. Continue to be in the same frequency that you just entered into in today's session. Chant the Mahavakya.
We will now be projecting the question to all of you. See through your third eye and you can find out the details of this place. Where is it? What is it known for? What is the speciality of that place? Just close your eyes. Connect to Swamiji. Chant the Mahavakya. everyone to please post the answers. You all can start posting the answers, whatever you saw. What does this place signify? Where is it? And why is it known for? For what is it known? What is the speciality of this place? Please share, and you can post all the details in the chat. I request every one of you to go ahead and do it. Yes, come on, quick. All of you can post your answers, whatever you're seeing as the answer for this place. Okay. All right. So now let's see the answer. This is basically, yes, here. So here you can see it's called Pontic Olbia, is an archaeological site of ancient Greek city on the shore of the southern Berg estuary in this is in Ukraine near the village of Parutin, and this archaeological site is protected as a National Historic and Archaeological Preserve. And the preserve is a research and science institute of the National Academy of Sciences of Ukraine, and this is between 1938 to 1993. It was part of the NASU, Institute of Archaeology, as a department. And this, the Hellenic city, was founded in the 7th century BC by colonists from Miletus. Its harbor was one of the main emporia on the Black Sea for the export of cereals, fish, and slaves to Greece, and for the import of Attic goods to Scythia. So, this was a history behind this place. All right. See, I request all the participants, when you are scanning, when you're manifesting, right, be as detailed as possible. Like, what is that place? Like, for example, today we're going to be manifesting places. Every time you scan a place, try and identify. Don't just stick to, oh, this could be a place in Europe or this could be some archaeological site. Go as detailed as possible. What was it known for? Why? What does it signify? Okay, Masonia Rao has posted very nice civilization. Malusi, that's right. She's manifested ancient Greek ruins. It is related. It is very closely related. See, if you all could start posting more and more details, the way you will manifest will be 10 times more like powerful. It'll be very different, right? So please post as detailed as possible. All right, so shall we all enter into the next round? You're all going to scan where is it, what is it known for, and why is it important, and what are its specialities, etc. Okay, so like for example, now I'm going to be projecting this, and you all can scan where is this and how many mountains this range has, and what is it known for, and what are all its features, right? You all can share like the altitude of the mountains or the height of these mountains. All of this you all can share. Connect to Swamiji and let us start manifesting. Yes. Now I request all of you to please post your answers. You all can now take a few minutes, post the answers, whatever you scanned and saw, please go ahead and post it. Now let us verify. This is the place called Karakoram mountain in Kashmir, and the Karakoram is a mountain range in Kashmir region which spans the borders of Pakistan, China and India, with the northwestern extremity of the range extending to Afghanistan and also Tajikistan. So the most of the Karakoram mountain range falls under the jurisdiction of Gilgit Baltistan, which is administered by Pakistan basically. So its highest peak, and the Karakoram is the second highest mountain range on earth, part of a complex of ranges that includes the Pamir Mountains, Hindu Kush, and Himalayas. So this has the second highest. It's the second highest mountain range in the world, and this range contains 18 summits higher than 7,500 meters, which is 24,600 feet in elevation, and with four above 8,000 meters, which is 26,000 feet, and the second highest peak on Earth, the Gasher Brum 1, the Broad Peak, and the Gasher Brum 2. The range is about 500 kilometers in length and is the most glaciated place on Earth outside the polar regions. The Siachen Glacier, 76 kilometers long, and the Biafo Glacier, 63 kilometers long, are the second and third longest glaciers outside the polar regions. So here's the answer, and this is in Kashmir. Okay, so let us see now what each of you have posted. Wow, Ma Jarashaktikananda, beautiful. That's right, you have manifested. Himalayas is a part of it. That's correct. And great, so many of you have posted. Ma Donna, that's right. Ma Marva, that's right. Ma Marva has also manifested. And Ma Lucy has also manifested partially, partly, that's right. Very nice. See, so many of you are manifesting. Just if you scan correctly, you will manifest. Ma Swati Darba, that is right. You have also manifested. But see, the more detailed you go, right, you will start gaining more confidence about your manifestation. Let's enter into the next round. Please connect to Swamiji. You all should scan the precise place and you should scan all the details about this place.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham Nithyananda Paramashivoham Nithyananda Paramashivoham Nithyananda Paramashivoham Nithyananda Paramashivoham Nithyananda Paramashivoham Mahamahavagya, spiritual lullaby for Samadhi, and Suprabhatam, wake up call, wake up song for Paramashiva. This Mahamahavagya is spiritual lullaby for you to fall into Samadhi. Suprabhatam, wake up song for Paramashiva to wake up in you. Just remember this one powerful cognition. This Mahamahavagya puts me in Samadhi. This is spiritual lullaby for Samadhi, and Suprabhatam, wake up song for Paramashiva in to manifest. With this one spiritual powerful cognition, chant this Mahamahavagyā. Mahamahavagyā, spiritual lullaby for samadhi, and Suprabhatam, wake up call, wake up song for Paramashiva, for Paramashiva to manifest. With this one spiritual powerful cognition, chant this Mahamahavagyā. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Whatever is appearing to you, I request all of you to post it in the chat. You can all keep posting it in the chat as you are seeing it.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Yes. So now let us all verify the answer. Okay, let us see what each of you have posted. So this is the Yarlung Sangpo River, which is also called as Yarlung Zangbo, and this is the upper stream of the Brahmaputra River, located in the Tibet Autonomous Region in China. It is the longest river of Tibet and the fifth longest in China. So the upper section is also called as the Dang Zangbu, meaning the horse river. It originates at the Angsi Glacier in the western Tibet, southeast of Mount Kailash and the Lake Mansarovar, and it later forms the South Tibet Valley and the Yarlung Sangpo Grand Canyon before passing into the state of Arunachal Pradesh, which is in India. And downstream from Arunachal Pradesh, the river becomes far wider and it's called Siang. And after reaching Assam, the river is known as Brahmaputra. From Assam, the river enters Bangladesh at Ramnab Bazar. And from there, until about 200 years ago, it used to flow eastward and join the Meghna River near the Bhairab Upazila. This old channel has been gradually dying at present. The main channel of the river is called the Jamuna River, which flows southward towards the Ganga, which is in Bangladesh and is called as the Padma River. So this is the answer for this. Actually, it's very important that we understand the signs of Sarvajnatva as we manifest this. What is Sarvajnatva? How do we manifest this experience? This is what we are going to be learning right now. The science of manifesting this power, where we're able to download any information, access any information that we want. So let us listen to the revelation of Sarvajnatva from Swamiji.
I wanted to explain the science of Sarvajnatva. See, all-knowing. Normally, your brain, when it thinks consecutively, cohesively, coherently, each of these are layer, consecutive, coherent, cohesive. If your brain can think one, next one, next one, next one, and coherent, after this, that will happen, after that, that will happen, cohesive. If this happens, that will be the effect. If that happens, that will be the effect. If that happens, that will be the side effect, next effect. In every layer, coherently, cohesively, if your brain can think, it will lead to knowledge, vidya. In any field, you can have knowledge, medical, social, legal, political, economical. In any field, you can have knowledge if your brain can think coherently and cohesively. In Hindu tradition, we know the science of making your brain grasp the whole cosmos, the whole cosmic happening. When I was developing the software for Sarvajnatva, Sarvajnatva means the power to know everything. Successfully, I have also made many of my Gurukul Balasins to manifest this power for a particular period. When I was training them, initiating them, they started manifesting this power. It was very successful. Listen. All I needed to do was create an ecosystem inside them and outside them where the brain does not feel tired or bored by its own innate experience of the I-ness existence. It needs to be inspired, excited. Atma Ananta, Swarupa Ananta. What they think as themselves, their Swarupa, that itself is exciting, that itself is inspiring, that itself is wow. That Swarupa Ananta within them and around them. They should have confidence to celebrate themselves, and the people around them should celebrate them, the Balasans. That is the way I created the ecosystem. See, when you are given anesthesia, even local anesthesia, it takes so much time. Almost impossible to get rid of its after effects even for years on your consciousness. Listen carefully. Physically there won't be any, you will be all right. You are given anesthesia, even local anesthesia. But it takes so much time. Your brain's capacity to radiate powers, to manifest powers, is permanently damaged.
That we want. So let us listen to the revelation of Sarvajnatva from Swamiji.
I'll explain one by one. Listen. If you start enjoying the narration you carry about you, Swarupa Ananda, and everyone around you enjoys the narration about you, which they carry in them. In that space, you manifest Sarvajnatva. Kailasa is the ecosystem to help you to enjoy the narration you carry about you. And everyone celebrates the narration they carry about you in them. You celebrate them, they celebrate you. In this kind of ecosystem, powers manifest just like that. That kind of an ecosystem makes nectar flow in your Sahasrara chakra, in your crown center. Even when your Guru initiates you with his consciousness, the first thing happens is your Sahasrara chakra explodes in superconsciousness, that Paramashiva space. The nectar, Amrita, pours in your system. You enjoy the beautiful narrative of you carry inside you. That you are Paramashivatva. And you enjoy the Paramashivatva of the whole universe, everyone around you. And everyone around you enjoys you. This complete virtuous circle. Like in the ocean, a bliss rises as a wave and hits at the ocean and creates another bliss wave. Bliss waves, bliss waves, bliss waves. This is the ecosystem of power manifestation. In this ecosystem, in this space, I was beautifully able to transmit the power of Sarvajnatva. People who search for the truth in the field they have chosen in their life, they become genius. In my life, I have met many genius people. In Tiruvannamalai alone, I have met at least 50 genius people. Genius means extraordinary genius, because their whole focus is about the truth of life. From the truth, whatever they want to manifest, they can manifest, and they manifested that what they need and lived it. I tell you, Annamalai Swamigal had only 2 loincloth and 2 towel his whole life. But I have not seen a more richer person than him. In my life, I have not seen anybody else richer than Annamalai Swamigal, because he manifested the 2 kaupin and 2 towel from his conscious sovereignty. His decision to exist on the truth of life is a genius, I tell you. I have met many Nobel laureate scientists, but the geniusness, nobody can be compared to Annamalai Swamigal or Ram Surat Kumar. A geniusness is not related to what others feel about you. It is related to your strength of cognizing the truth of life. Your brain's capacity to cognize the truths of life and manifest them in your life in a very cohesive, coherent way. That is geniusness. That's what I call
Nithyanandam Paramashivoham
geniusness.
Level Dvandvatidam Gagana Sadusham
Neither Annamalai Swami will want 3rd kaupin, nor he would have accepted even if people forced it on him. Listen, I am not saying you also live with just 2 kaupin and 2 clothes. No. All I am saying is manifest billions and trillions without losing your geniusness. Genius means your capacity to cognize the truth. You have 25 heads, as I explained now. You have 25 heads. This 25 face, FAC and PH PHASE, pace of Paramashiva, you have it. Recognizing this gives you conscious sovereignty. In your life, you are doing all these 25. When you understand this, you become Ishvara of your life. You become Paramashiva of your life. Then naturally you become Paramashiva of existence, cosmos. If you become Paramashiva of your macrocosm, you become Paramashiva of the microcosm. Because both are one and the same. Ability to cognize this is geniusness. Geniusness is not just stealing some theories here and there. Geniusness is not about stealing some concept, principles and rebranding, rewording in your name and getting Nobel Prize or this prize, that award, that recognition, this recognition. Geniusness is ability to cognize. You are doing this 25 in your life. And reclaiming your conscious sovereignty. That is geniusness. This is what I call Sarvajnatva. So when I use the word Brahmin, I mean that families, that communities which were carrying the knowledge for next generations. Even 6-7 generations before you stopped practicing Vedas and Vedic tradition also, it's okay because it is in your DNA. Even for 6-7 generations, you are not listening, practicing, chanting Vedas also. Your DNA has a capacity to give birth to a baby. That baby, when I awaken its Kundalini and initiate that baby within 14 years, before the physical maturity, that baby can repeat the whole Vedas. The Sarvajnatva can be awakened in that baby. This is the only hope we have for the future of the humanity. I request all Brahmin couples give birth at least 10 kids. If you are from these communities which were the knowledge carriers, who have been endowed, empowered traditionally to carry this knowledge and transmit it to the next generation, Ayers, Iyengars, Dvivedi, Trivedi, Chaturvedis, Adishaiva Shivacharyas, Adishaiva Velalar. Among the Jains, the Digambara. Among the Buddhists, the Theravada and Tibetan. Any of this knowledge carrier community give birth at least to 10 kids. If you are not able to bring them up, send them to Kailasa. I'll bring them up in a best way. the anahata dvani, sound of the silence of the cosmos, the Paramashanta Swarupa Paramashiva, his existential vibration, Pranava, Omkara, when it is mapped to communicate with all the cosmic beings, it manifested as the language called Samskrita. And the same sound, vibration, principle, when it mapped to relate with human beings, it manifested as Tamil. Listen, both languages are just different dialect of the same sound. Same source sound developed for various fields is these two languages. Of course, from this, many other languages got developed. Especially for the art and poetry, Telugu was developed. Each field, for each science, languages started getting developed. The whole Hindu linguistic system, the language system of Hinduism, starts from eternal silence of Paramashiva, Paramashanta Swarupa, his Pranava. The cosmic soundless sound, the vibration of the eternal silence, the intense vibration, aliveness of the eternal silence, Paramashanta Swarupa. That space mapped to establish communication with higher level vertical zone, vertical time zone beings, Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Batala. That is this side. And Bhur, Bhuva, Suvat, Tapas, Satya. This side. Listen carefully. The up, Bhur, Bhuva, Suva, Tapa, Satya, this higher loka. Atala, Vitala, Tula, the down lokas. Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Mahatala, Batala, the down. The down and high. This vertical time zone beings, the sound map to communicate with this vertical time zone beings is Sanskrit. The language evolved is Sanskrit. The language evolved to communicate with human beings, the human sciences like medicine, Siddha, other branches. That is called Tamil later on. Please understand, when they evolved, there was no two separate languages. Different dialects for different departments. Hindi is the pure art, poetry. Poetry to communicate with vertical time zone beings too. Telugu is the pure poetry to communicate with whole humanity. Even the people who don't understand Telugu will understand the poetry of Telugu. I am only revealing some of the most important sacred secrets, how languages evolved from the eternal silence, Nirvikalpa Samadhi, from the space of Kailasa. Your intellectual cognition, everything is composed of light and sound, is based on your binary logic. In multi-dimensional logic, in the cosmic reality, the sound and light is not limited to the perception of eyes and ears. You think light can be perceived by only the eyes, sound can be perceived only by the ears. That is why you are asking about the divine smell. The divine light can be perceived by all your 6 senses, 5 senses and 6th perception, experience. In divine sense, touch can be seen, heard, smelled, tasted, perceived. Seen can be heard, tasted, touched, perceived and smelled and seen. So, in reality, cosmic sense, sound, light, all these are not restricted to each or one sense. When you experience cosmic sound, you can see the cosmic sound. That is why when I manifest the power of Akashic reading, you will always see the letters in visual. The sound appears as a scene to be seen. All the 6 are simultaneous, spontaneous, alive and manifesting. That is the cosmic reality. All of us agree, Om is the primordial, original sound of cosmos, symbol of universe. That is why Om became the non-controversial, thoroughly accepted symbol of Hindu tradition. Om is the sound. All of us agree, all the sampradayas, Saiva, Vaishnava, Shakta, Saura, Gaumara, Ganavatya, all the darshanas, Uttara Mimamsa, Purva Mimamsa, Yoga, Nyaya, Vaiseshika, all the sampradayas, all of us agree with this one truth. Om is the symbol of the universe. Mantra starts with Om. Recently I was reading an article in the internet that when scientists of NASA tried to record the sound of sun and bring it to our frequency, condense it to our frequency, they discovered it's a sound. Om was the sound of sun. Whether you discover today or tomorrow, and thousands of things you have not discovered, we don't care about it. What our Vedic rishis have declared is truth. More and more you evolve, more and more you will discover us, we are right. That's all is the truth. Earlier I used to quote all these names. Nowadays I decided, one thing I can be sure, the fellows who discover the truths declared by Upanishads and Hindu tradition true, they are evolving. First sound, Om, which is accepted by all of us as a cosmic sound. Next word, Apyayantu mamangani. Let me give you the translation. May my limbs, speech, vital life energy, prana, eyes, ears, and all the senses be fully matured and be enriched with strength and energy. Listen. The first will, the first declaration rishis make, limbs, that's the external part of us, hands, legs, that's the most outward part of us. Let my limbs, speech, vital life energy, prana, life, eyes, ears, all the senses be fully matured. Understand, the word matured need to be understood here. Matured means integrated to your goal. Every sound is mantra. Understand? Every sound can lead you to enlightenment. Means every moment the possibility for enlightenment is open. Hundred and 23rd Patanjali's Yoga Sutra, in the 3rd chapter, 17th verse. It's a powerful samyama. Patanjali is leading us. Sabdartha pratyayanam itaretara adyasat shankara tat pravibhaga samyamat sarvabhuta rutajnanam. Understand, when you do samyama on the sound, you know the meaning of it when all the three are separate. The sound, meaning, the space where both are happening, our connection is happening. When there is a gap between these three, means clarity between these three, suddenly you know the deeper meanings and happening behind the sound. You will know the meaning of sounds created by animals, sounds created by the trees, sounds created by the stones. If you want to know the language of birds, want to know the language of animals, want to know the language of trees, want to know the language of nature, want to understand, do samyama on this sound. And by the sound, you know whether there is going to be a flood or not in the river. The river sound will give you the message. Not only that, you can ask the river, what is the temperature up from where you are coming? How is the ocean mood? Is there going to be any tsunami? You can receive and send message from both corners of the river. You can just ask him, is that guy taking bath in you? You can ask Ganges and Hardwar and get information about Calcutta. Understand? Sending and receiving message through nature was our telecommunication system. Understand? First step, try to listen sounds from your Anandagandha. See, your Anandagandha is a conscious eardrum, where a sound comes and hits, meaning is made, but you are watching both. The buddhi, where the sound is hitting and meaning is happening, is a third entity. Be aware of all these three, that's all. Whenever you find time, and if you are interested in this samyama, I have seen Raghupati Yogi playing with this samyama. He'll just create one small sound. All the snakes in that area will get into the mood of that intercourse and start dragging their body towards him. Because he knows when a snake, the snakes wanted to have physical relationship, a kind of a subtle sound they create. He will create that sound and all the snakes will be hypnotized and they will be around him. He will just take them and take the venom. He used to make medicines out of the snake venom. And they will all be lying down like a babies for him to pick up one by one and take the venom. I have seen in a stone, it's called Kalavam, where he will take that venom and rub it and add medicines, and he will make Siddha medicines. The power of sound, playing with sound. So first level, this samyama will heal all your hearing, seeing, talking problem, the physical level. Second, it will give you extraordinary siddhis, like finding out other person's mood just by the sound of the breath, or making the meaning, understanding the animals' languages, understanding the languages of nature, ultimately enlightenment itself. Because when you sit and listen to the sound of the eternal cosmos, that Om, when that sound hits your inner space, be aware the meaning it makes. Cosmos is the meaning it makes. This both can be grasped, experienced only by an enlightened inner space. When you grasp that too, you are enlightened. That's it. Voluntary involvement. I can give you 5 options. Om, just pranava. Om. Om. You don't even need to make noise. Om. Mandukya Upanishad declares this is the most powerful sadhana. Then next, just Shiva, 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 Shiva. It is not just mantra alone. Paramashiva himself. Third, Shivaya Nama Shivoham. Shivaya Nama or Shivoham. Shivaya Nama, Shivaya Nama, Shivaya Nama, Shivaya Nama. Shivoham, 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 Shivoham. Fourth, Paramashivoham, Paramashivoham, Paramashivoham. Fifth, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Any of this, you can go on be doing ajapa ajapa. You will experience Shambhavopaya. Understand? Listen carefully. Sometimes you can use Om, sometimes even Shiva, sometimes Paramashivoham. You can mix all these five at different times and practice also. It's not wrong. All five of this. Actually 6 mantra because I added Shivaya Nama and Shivoham both. All 6 of this are in same frequency. Any one of these or mixture of this you can do for ajapa ajapa. Sometimes you can just be doing Shiva, Shiva, Shiva. Sometimes Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. See, the longer the mantra will keep you more aware. But at one time when you become deeply silent, you may not need so many syllables. So at that time it can just merge into Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham can merge into Paramashivoham, then it can merge into Shivoham, then it can merge into Shiva, then it can merge into Om. Nothing wrong. Shambhavopaya. Just by the thoughtlessness of unclutching or ajapa ajapa, manifesting the state, space, powers and being of Paramashiva is Shambhavopaya.
Sorry for that. I apologize. I think last 1 minute I forgot to unmute. Swamiji was revealing in this about the power of Sarvajnatva, right? What exactly happens in our inner space and how we can manifest that experience. One of the most important truths that Swamiji revealed. The power of Sarvajnatva is where normally, right, our brain thinks consecutively, cohesively, coherently. Each of these, there are layers. There's a consecutive layer, there's a coherent layer, there's a cohesive layer. If your brain can think one next, next, it is coherent. And the coherent is like after this will happen, after this, that will happen, like that. Cohesive is if this happens, then this will be the effect. If that happens, then that will be the effect. So being able to analyze in every layer, it thinks coherently, cohesively, if your brain can think. It will lead to knowledge, vidya. In any field, you can have the knowledge. Medical, social, legal, political, economical, in any field, you can have the knowledge if your brain is just trained to think cohesively and coherently. Every one of us have, if you just tune your brain to think in that cohesive, coherent manner, you can start accessing the multiple possibilities that are available out there. Any possibility you will be able to access means you will be able to know what information is there, what you need to know, what information you need to access. All of that you'll be able to gain. Swamiji beautifully tells, right? All of us are painters, all of us are sculptors, all of us have arts. From the young age, when we are born, we all are so creative, so free flowing with life, right? Like, imagine as a kid, you would have not told, like, oh, I'm going to grow up and become an engineer. No, you'd have told, I'm going to become a hero, I'm going to become a big, a powerful person, I'm going to fly in the sky. Our brain cognizes and has like a large thinking, expanded vision from the young age. But as we grow, the society stops us. It completely stops us from becoming who we want to be. It puts us into a particular mold. Okay, if you do this, this is all it is, this is all it is, and it cuts off all the other possibilities that we have. Just when you identify and unclutch, when you experience that you're one with the cosmos, every single day, just spend a few minutes doing this. Swamiji gave this technique, right? Just spend a few minutes cognizing that you are one with the cosmos. And from that space, anything that you do, literally, cosmos opens up all its channels for you to manifest that possibility. Anything that you want to manifest. Every one of us have that ability. We all have that possibility to manifest. So each one that are sitting here and listening, this is the essence of the day today. When you tune in from that space of unclutching with the cosmos showers you with all the resources needed. Every resource that you need for you to manifest that experience is showered onto you. Now, with just this understanding, let us all enter into manifesting the power. We're all going to be manifesting the power of Sarvajnatva. It's going to be the same as last time. We're going to continue projecting places. Let's do 3 minutes each. And I request every one of you to go tune into that unclutched space. From that space of unclutching, access any answer that you want to know. Just connect to Swamiji, see through the third eye, and whatever Swamiji is revealing to you, be as detailed as possible. Don't just put one word or just say, oh, it's in this place, that place. No, put as many details as possible. You're going to be describing this place in entire details. Okay, Shanta Mahavakya. You all can start manifesting. I request everyone to please post the answers and let us now verify what the answer is, right? So this is Lake Natron in Tanzania, and Lake Natron is a salt or alkaline lake located in the north of one of the districts of the Arusha region in Tanzania. It is in the Gregory Rift, which is the eastern branch of the East African Rift, and the lake is within the Lake Natron Basin in the Ramsar Site wetland of international significance. And it is the only regular breeding area for Africa's lesser flamingos, although this habitat is not protected and is under threat from planned development project. And this lake turns animals into stone. And this is known for that. It's a highly unusual place to visit, but with a perfect explanation behind of it. The water in this lake is extremely alkaline with the pH value as high as 10.5. Consequently, it automatically burns the skin of any animal that ventures into the water. So, this is the answer. Actually, here, if we just understand the science of how it manifests, right, we will very easily catch it. Today, whole day, we've all learnt about Sarvajnatva, we've learnt about what is Guru, who is Guru, what does a Guru represent. We've learned so many things like this. Most important is that initiation, where Swamiji has given us that powerful experience of manifesting that Sarvajnatva, the space of a Sarvajna. Now, all of us are going to be experiencing, literally manifesting that experience. Tomorrow, we're all going to be working on the wealth dimension of the cosmos. And do not miss, be there tomorrow. We're nearing the conclusion of our day today. And tomorrow we're going to be working on how you can become a wealth magnet, the secrets to attract wealth, a very, very powerful initiation which will awaken you to attract wealth.
And if you have any of your friends that are struggling with, debt, even you might be struggling, even if you have any of your friends that are struggling with loans or issues with their job and not able to either manifest wealth or not able to sustain the wealth that they are manifesting, or like not having enough resources to manifest, whatever these issues are, if you know such people, please get them, because tomorrow we are going to have a very special workshop where you're going to be looking into some of the cognitions that are stopping you from manifesting wealth. And you're also going to learn some techniques using which you can manifest any amount of wealth that you want. So it's a very, very powerful day tomorrow. So make sure you are inviting them. The program is completely free of cost. And make sure they're attending from the morning time, because it's very important that every single session, because you're going to learn step by step. The program starts at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be having yoga, and right after yoga, the sessions would start. So please make sure you're inviting your friends or relatives who are especially going through any financial struggles right now. Like you feel that they need some kind of a financial help, like support or stability is not there financially. Any such issues that they are facing, please get them tomorrow. Understand, you might be here continuously receiving the darshans, enjoying Swamiji's presence in your life. Share this amazing gift that you have with people tomorrow. How many of you are able to remember the moment we are saying this? How many of you are able to immediately remember, yes, I know some people who would really need this at this time? If you forget about, they may not be interested. If you are remembering them, please put how many such people you are able to remember in the chat. Take a few minutes and just post how many such people you are able to remember. Because you talking to them next is like the next step, right? You can just tell them that you're attending a workshop like this. They don't need to have any introduction to spirituality. It is completely fine. Tell them that, look, I know you're going through this difficult situation. I know you have been struggling with this. And I just want to suggest, why don't you try this one day? It's completely free of cost. And I'm sure you could take just one day off for your personal development, for you to really come out of these debts or these loans or this financial crisis that you've been struggling with. Talk to them, help them understand, and invite people. How many people like that are you able to remember? I request each of you to give it a thought, and please make sure you're inviting your friends and getting them for the program tomorrow. With this, we come to the conclusion of today's program. Let's conclude with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam Paduka Arpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you all, Nithyanandam.